So again, Craig Smith from the Home Education Foundation in Palmerston North, New Zealand. Yes, do get started in homeschooling, however you do it. Bring your children home, take them out of those institutions and get them back home. The best thing, having watched primary age children get chewed up by the schooling system for years, I've watched this, and I talk to hundreds of parents on the phone every year, and I hear about the terrible bullying that takes place. In New Zealand, bullying is completely out of control. And it's not just physical bullying, it's verbal abuse. Text bullying is to such an extent now that kiddies are texting each other and abusing each other to such an extent we get suicides, small primary age children committing suicide because of the incredible abuse over the text. Well, you know, it's so easy to fix that. Just take the silly cell phone away from the child. They don't need a cell phone, come on. Why expose them to this kind of abuse? There's no purpose to that. No. Rescue your children out of these things. You Christian parents in particular, there's no excuse. The Bible tells us all about raise up our children in the nurture and admonition of the Lord, and secular state schooling is no way to do it. It's impossible to imagine that God would have gone to all the trouble to divide the Red Sea and get the children of Israel across the Red Sea, destroy Pharaoh and his armies, and then get into the promised land. It's impossible to think that the Lord would be happy for the parents to then pack a lunch for little children and send them back down the road to Egypt to go to school. No way. But that's precisely what we're doing. We're sending our children to these secular high priests of secularism at the state schools because they operate according to a secular, not a Christian mindset. And it's not the way the Bible wants us to raise our children. We want there to be raised knowing the Word of God. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, the Bible tells over and over again. And yet the state schools, because they're committed to secularism, they can't even start at the first base of wisdom with the fear of the Lord. So they're condemned forever to never come anywhere near wisdom. Why do we send our children there? It's pure insanity. Let's stop doing it. Bring them home, teach them up ourselves, or find a decent Christian school.